Okay, day one of my diary. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. I'm at Coles, getting some food, getting some lunch. We're all helping each other through this time. Banjo's here. Say hello, Banjo. But today I woke up quite early. It's important to have a routine. And I did the most important things, like I had breakfast and I did my stretching, my Tai Chi, whatever I did. Had a shower, always important to keep clean and on the right things. Then we got a coffee at 7-Eleven, went to the beach, walked Banjo. This is Banjo, my 3-year-old stumpy blue heeler kelpie. Banjo, say hi. She's got beautiful white eyes. And this is his favourite toy. Sorry about the forearm. It's an old dinosaur. Just stares at him. They had a little altercation last time. It's sweet. But anyway, I'm just going up to my brother's house, and he lives up at Vale, which is on the northern beaches, just outskirts near the old toast factory that smells like toast. It was vitamins or something. No, it's pretty good. And there's a KFC there. All the boys love getting some KFC. Friday tomorrow, you got to be thanking the lucky stars. It's Friday, you know, you're doing what you need to do. But where's the sport? Right, it'll happen soon. It's all good. I've got to use this moisturiser thing. These lip things, crusty things, go away and come back. Act like it's sun cream or something. Poke myself. Shave sides. The goatee. Banjo's looking at me going, what's going on? Jesus. It's all good. I think today I might try and get my phone sorted. Put this video on. Maybe oh, my car's getting towed. Yeah. Put some money in to get it scrapped, because that car has gave me so much trouble. But I actually got I got a compliment. He goes, oh, 8 years, well done mate, you've actually got some, you know, go ahead and all that. So I bought an AU when I was 22 off an ex-taxi driver. 1200 he wanted, he got $1,000. And I said, I'm on my P's mate, you know, I don't really know how to drive, can you hook us up? He goes, yeah, no worries. But since then mate, you think about 8 years of green slips. I get the rego free because I used to be on the disability pension until they had all this free money and the dole and people working for it and getting in trouble and all that. And then so you think 8 years at $900 green slip a year, which is 9,000. I've changed the tyres 3 times, which is $100, $50 a tyre plus labour, $800. There's another $4 grand. My mate used to work in Brookvale in the factory area and was a mechanic. He did the suspension rear and front, and I was in this home that gave me free accommodation in a hotel on the dole that paid for the rent. And then I got in a few crashes. There was this brick wall and it was like the size of my car, and I tried to get in the driveway and I'm like, you know how you turn like that. I was just sort of, fuck, I got the shits. I was hitting the fence already and it was on a cliff and I'm like, well, I can't really get up there, reverse. So I pulled out. I didn't want to knock the building down. Some guy at Bathurst, I got a farm up at Bathurst. I parked on the line, like just inside, and he was already on the line. I thought, this guy, he doesn't know how to drive. Came back, F you on the bloody thing, cut out my bumper, writ a note, I'm gonna get you. And so I was like, far out. Driving up the farm and this car that coughs and splutters and all that, but it's done well. I opened it up and it was full detailed, like it was a shiny engine. It's done 350,000 k's now. I think it only did 120 or something. But my uncle had a Ford as well, because my family likes Fords. My other uncle used to build them, like the 42 Roadsters and all that. And they go, last you 1,000,000 k's, mate. Last for the rest of your life. And I said, yeah, righto. And then I didn't just get that, petrol. Can you imagine how much petrol was? Oil. Servicing. Mate, I reckon I spent probably 50,000. It wasn't just that. Like, I'd be working with my old man, getting like $300 a week for shovel and shit. And you go, how about we go down to your mate at bloody Rookie, and we'll get a price of this, get a price for that. It's like when you're living on a farm and like they like teach you how to take care of bloody things so you can be reliable in life for when times get hard. It's like doomsday preppers or something. Like air fresheners and people leaving rubbish in the car, and my brother with his cricket kit and he left it here and I got to drop it off there, and bumpers in the car and people leaving beer bottles, changing the stereo, CDs not working, the bloody cigarette light, and then you leave the light on. I've had 10 batteries in that car. Some of them went flat in 4 weeks, and they said that the actual terminals were that old that the copper, the uni bracket wouldn't fit on. It was too loose, so he put copper in it so it would contract to the battery than steel, and that worked. Then we did screws, and I went to a guy at Brookie, English fella, and he goes, yeah, you can get a battery, but I got to put it in, 120 for the battery, and it's free. That's at the start. Now it's gone up to the most expensive battery is $250 for him to put it in, cut it, and then new terminals and everything. And he said if I was just to change the terminals, the loose little steel ones, sheet steel, $100 for him to go boom boom with no free battery. So I went to Super Cheap 5 times, there 5 times, and then with my old man, because we've got a battery charger at the farm too. Oh. But it was alright. Yeah, I reckon 50 grand I spent on that car, but it was good. I'll have to make a little soundtrack. My cousin's a truck driver, and he made a soundtrack when he was living out in Grafton, actually. And it was off the Fast and Furious. It was like pictures of his cars, like everything. It was the funniest thing. It's like, it's been a long day, because he builds low riders, like the utes with the bags and all that, because he's that Roadster's son. He's like, without you, my friend. It was like him building and shit. So I was thinking of doing a story, but on Facebook if I can. I got pictures of a clown on the back just smoking a cigar, like he can't get enough. Harry Potter with the demons coming out and shit. But yeah, no, I miss it. But I asked my old man, because he's got five vans, gas, Ford Econo vans, petrol, everything, engines out, engines in. My other uncle used to have a ute. He used to work on the crocodile farms in Queensland, and he's got his ute up there. And then my other uncle just died. He had like a Mickey Mouse half tattoo. He took the other half off with mother's milk. He said if you put in a needle, you can. He's got a dancing girl there, and he had a Ford Fairlane, the one before mine. And he got it from an auction in Bathurst for $200, and they reckon it's worth $3,500. Beautiful. Edam had a little what do you call it? A 12-volt cooler esky in it that you could plug in the cigarette lighter, and I gave it to these people when I was playing cricket, because they looked like they had no money. Because my cigarette lighter doesn't work. So we've got his car still up there with the thing over it, and that's his daughter's, basically. His daughter can have that. And then my other uncle was up there too, and he had cars. So we got 5 vans, a ute, 2 Forwards, all this scrap, like plumbing scrap everywhere, a caravan, 2 caravans. One of the caravans was my uncle's. And yeah, and a bike. We got like three bikes. I need to get my bike license, but my old man's like, "You'll kill yourself on a bike, mate. You just blah blah blah." So yeah, day one of the diary entry to keep up with what you're doing. So hopefully he hurries back. I'm starving. I just saw this charity box. It was like, oh, give to the what was it, firefighters, something like that. Put $1 in or something like that. I always say to the people at these Coles checkouts, I'm like, where's your tip jar? Like youngest kids with like braces, and they're like, oh, we've got this thing that's for what is it? Charity children's health thing. I'm like, it's probably not even going to them. That's like 3 levels of charity. I'm like, have your own tip jar. You know, like a cafe, they got their own tip jar. I always tip them though. People used to say they used to make double their wage on tips in one day. Anyway, say bye, Benj. Walkie. Say I love you. Say I'm very, very happy.